We want to help you navigate the challenges that you may have in your life. We want to help you change your life.
We do.
That's what our goal is. So
yeah,
stay tuned.
Welcome to the Queer Talk Show.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here.
My name is Justin Gerhardt.
And I'm Eddie Fritz. And Justin, we've been talking about this new format that we're doing. Why don't you tell everyone just sort of briefly what it's all about?
Well, we are heading in a new direction on the Queer Network and the Queer Talk Show, all headed towards a focus of health, well-being, and spirituality, and what that means for the queer community and from a queer perspective. And we think this is exactly what is needed right now. And one of the ways that, Eddie and I have been working on our own personal transformation is through this. We did a workshop this past weekend with Dr. Joe Dispenza, who deals a lot with the body and the mind and consciousness. And we believe in this new science around how these things all connect with each other and how it really does affect your life, what you're thinking about.
What he believes is where we put our attention is where we put our energy. And how we think and how we feel creates our state of being and our future. It's all about our thoughts. It's all about our actions. It's about our emotions. It's about our past conditioning. It's so many of us live in the past and live in the future. It's about living in the now. This is it. Living in the now.
The new direction is in relation to the fact that we care so much about our own personal transformation, and it has begun to change our lives personally, and we want to share that with the queer community and hopefully help them, you guys that are watching at home, change your lives for the better.
And that's what this is really all about. Not to say that everybody's life is shit, that it's bad, but we all have challenges. Our intention with this show is to help you change your life.
We are adding a new segment to the show called Eddie's Affirmations. Now, why are affirmations so important, Eddie?
Because the more you repeat it, when you repeat it over and over and over again, it starts to go into your subconscious mind. And then you actually start to believe it. It becomes a habit. It becomes a part of you, even if you don't believe it. Every day I say, I am magnificent. And, sometimes I don't necessarily feel magnificent, but if you keep saying it over and over again, you actually are going to feel magnificent.
And if you think about it, we often do that in a negative way too, by thoughts that keep repeating themselves. I'm not good enough. I'm never going to be good at this. And that creates the reality that you end up living. And so we're doing the same, but in a way that actually serves you. Us. One of the reasons we want to bring this to you guys is because we know as queer people that life can be really hard sometimes. I mean, people that aren't even out of the closet, people that are hiding parts of who they are. It sucks. Life is shit sometimes, even for people who you think their life is perfect, because Instagram makes it seem like everybody's life is perfect. So these affirmations can be your own little superpower, that you yourself believe in yourself. And that's why we said, you may not believe it at first, but if you keep saying it over and over and over, all of a sudden you do believe that you're beautiful. And all that scrolling on Instagram doesn't affect you, or you don't even do it anymore.
And the more that you say these things, the more that you're going to start to feel it, and the more that you bring this amazing energy to yourself and put it out there, it's going to happen. Things are going to start. Well, things are going to start changing. You're going to start seeing things in your life, that are just going to change for you.
Yeah.
But it has to start with you first. The change has to start
Absolutely.
from the inside. Don't look on the outside for change. Don't look for, I tell you, I'll just tell you something personally. My whole life, you know, I was looking for someone to save me. But no one is coming to save you. You have to save yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
You are your own best friend.
Yeah. So we're going to do the affirmation today is going to be about gratitude. And we're also going to add in joyful. Again, if you just say that word joyful, it makes you want to smile.
You can't help it.
Exactly. So if you're grateful and you're joyful every day, you can't help, I think, but have all these other emotions of love and kindness. And so,
and honestly, we don't care if you believe it or you believe us. Just try it and see if it changes the way you exist in the world. We know it will.
So what we're going to do is you're going to close your eyes, everybody out there, and you are on the inhale. When you inhale, you're going to mentally say the words, I am grateful. And the exhale, you're going to mentally say the words, I am joyful. All right, so let's go. So inhale, I am grateful. And exhale, I am joyful. And just repeat that a couple of times to yourself. And when you're doing this, not only say the words, but really feel it. This is the key to this. It's actually feeling it, not just saying it, but really feeling it. Feeling grateful, feeling joyful. And that's it. That's all you have to do.
Our next segment is something that you guys have probably already become very familiar with, which we love because we adore our moments with Lucio. So let's see what Lucio has in his wisdom trunk this week.
Let's talk about joy. Authentic, real, ultimate joy. Is your joy coming from a substance, a person, a TV show, something external outside of you? And if it is it something that you're having to actively go and seek that brings you joy? Or is your authentic, ultimate joy engaging in a conversation about the political and social unrest of the world? Does it bring you joy to change someone's perspective? Does it bring you joy to have rage within that perspective, or to be calm, collected, and compassionate and articulate yourself in a way where someone begins to listen and possibly change their opinion? Is your ultimate joy creating that art piece that you've thought about with all of these beautiful colors that you want to hang on a canvas inside your home to bring you inspiration, or is the joy thinking about it and never painting it? Is the joy casting yourself in your favorite movie as the star during this pandemic where you're literally probably doing absolutely nothing other than like streaming a bunch of stuff, right? Or are you actually taking this time to create those things tangibly that bring you joy from creation? Here's a hypothesis, and that was a stammer, okay? The hypothesis is, if God is creation and creation is God, therefore my creativity is from source and from spirit. When I stop using my creation, my creativity, and I lack my imagination, God cannot be present in my life. However you want to call God. Use your creativity, whether that be in the kitchen, on a canvas, or in the bedroom with a partner. Be creative and see what kind of experience you have, and if it brings you closer to joy. It has to come from you. Allow it to come from you. You be the creator in this situation. You be the creator of your joy. Try not actively seeking it outside of you. Let you become the experience of joy. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. I send you all the love in the universe, and you are loved, you are whole, and you are complete.
Thank you, as always, Lucio. Beautiful, and we just, as Justin said, we always look forward to your moments. So, Justin, we have a new segment. It's kind of new, kind of not. We used to call it our queer as fuck moments, but we are now calling it our squeer. What is that?
That's
Spotlight,
perfect.
Spotlight and queer put together, our squeer moment. So anyway,
I love
we're calling
it. So this week's queer spotlight moment. Oh my gosh, I'm sure all who pay attention at all to politics watched the horrible debate that was the first presidential debate of 2020. And from that debate, you might have heard Trump say to a group of white supremacists that they needed to stand down and stand by. Now, this group, hashtag Proud Boys. So Proud Boys, the hashtag was trending because of this group. And, we don't want a white supremacist hashtag to be trending. So George Takei, actor, went on Twitter and posted, what if we all started posting the gayest thing possible, or like two guys kissing or whatever, with the hashtag Proud Boys. So people started going nuts with this all over the world. Some amazing, like two military guys from Canada posted kissing. Like it just, to change it and completely kill that hashtag with kindness. I mean, they never saw that coming. So thank you, George Takei, for providing that little moment.
Proud Boys we are.
Hashtag Proud Boys right here. Two right here.
Exactly. So, okay, our final thing that we just want to mention that's on the network this week that came out 2 days ago was our queer conversation. And this week we talked to our lovely, both Justin and my life coach, Tracy Hutchinson. What is your definition of well-being?
Inner peace, harmony.
How does spirituality fit into sex? So that's it for our show for this week. We want to thank Jed North for supplying us with our clothing, these wonderful polos. They have all kinds of great clothes. You can go to jednorth.com and you will get a 20% discount using the Queer Network code, which we will put below.
Down in the box,
and,
people.
Anything else, Justin?
I mean, other than to say thank you for joining us this week. We're so blessed to bring this show to you. We're so grateful for this new direction that we're taking, and we really hope you join us on this supernatural ride we're about to take.
And remember, as always,
keep it queer, eh?
Keep it queer. Keep it queer. Keep it queer.
There you go.
Why don't we both say it? Keep it queer.
Queer.
That was easy.
Yeah.
That was queer.
Oh my God, that's perfect.